When you first get engaged, it's all excitement and magic, just like it should be. But then it finally dawns on you. You have to plan a wedding. Planning a wedding when you've never done it before, which, let's face it, is most of us, can feel like trying to assemble a grand theatre production with no script, no director, and a cast of relatives who've never rehearsed. Not only that, but on the day, it can sometimes feel like an endurance race for everyone, and you only get one shot to make it perfect. So let's demystify it. I've had the privilege of hosting and performing at more weddings than I dare to count, and I've seen what makes the day soar and what causes it to wobble. So whether you're deep into planning or just dipping your toes in, here's a breakdown of what actually happens on the day of a wedding. The short answer, a lot. The longer answer is this: a wedding day is a delicate blend of logistics, emotion, and choreography. It's not just about showing up and saying, I do. Don't get me wrong, the I do's are pretty important, but it's about the flow of the day, the energy amongst your guests, and the feeling that every moment is one magical, seamless, joyful experience. So while each and every wedding is unique, the basic structure tends to follow a reasonably familiar path. What happens at weddings? Well, here's a typical breakdown of a basic wedding day timeline with a touch of refinement. So first thing, morning prep. Your day will likely begin with hair, makeup, cufflinks, and nerves. Your photographers will arrive, champagne may be opened, and you will get ready, usually separately. Your guests will arrive 30 minutes to an hour before your ceremony, and as they begin to arrive, they'll be greeted, seated, and usually unsure of what's going to happen next, unless there is somebody there to guide them. And this is where an MC really starts earning their keep. After that, it's your wedding ceremony, when everyone is in their places and it's finally time for the moment that everyone's been waiting for. Music swells and you make your grand entrances. Vows are spoken, registers signed, and the first official photographs are taken. There's probably confetti. Lots and lots of confetti. And then you'll move on to a drinks reception. Now, while you might want to vanish for some photos, your guests will mingle with canapes and bubbles. This is where great entertainment and seamless transitions become crucial. Without them, it can feel a bit like a void where your guests are in limbo, waiting to see what's going to happen next. There'll be a call to dinner, and it's finally time for some food. Your guests are asked to take their seats, and the scent of deliciousness fills the air, and everybody waits in anticipation for the second time today while you are both announced for your grand entrance as a married couple. In the wedding breakfast, and this is really a sit-down meal, it's not actually breakfast unless you're going to be doing something very quirky, but there are usually bubbles and wine and great conversation, and after dinner come speeches and laughter and possibly a few tears. As dinner ends, there's often a brief lull. The cake is cut, the couple dance, and the evening begins. Music kicks in, lights dim, and the day transforms into a party zone where you all dance the night away. Your evening celebration is more fluid. It's dancing, drinks, photo booths, surprises. It's all about having a great time and making greater memories. Okay, so planning a day to include all of this and more, you should consider the 35-minute rule. Assuming everything takes 30% longer than expected and your guests will take 5 minutes longer than you think they will to move anywhere. Honestly, you'll be glad that you did. If you think dinner will take 2 hours, budget for 2 hours and 30 minutes. If you think your guests will move from the bar to the ceremony in 10 minutes, give them 15. Why? Because people especially in suits and high heels, do not move like stagehands. They chat, they dawdle, they lose Auntie Margaret. Building in breathing space ensures that the day feels relaxed, not rushed. And trust me, the difference is real magic. With all of this to consider, what's the most important part of a wedding day then? Now, this probably sounds like a trick question. It's the ceremony, surely. The vows? The kiss? Well, technically, yes, but the most important part is something much more subtle. A crucially important detail which is often forgotten about. The feeling that the day is flowing effortlessly and everyone knows what's happening, when, and why. Because that's what makes your wedding guests relax. That's what lets you both be present at your wedding day and not running off somewhere every 10 minutes playing project manager. And that's what creates those magical, memorable moments that people never forget and talk about for years. So if you need help planning the day, start here. The truth is, planning a wedding can feel really overwhelming. It's an important day and you naturally want to get it right. To help you to do that, I have actually created a free wedding planning course. It's a small suite of planning resources to help you build your timeline, avoid the usual pitfalls, and enjoy the process along the way. It's a short series of short videos that you can watch, which will help you to better understand how to plan your dream wedding day. You'll find it all in a link on the blog page on the resources page. Planning a wedding doesn't have to feel like spinning 100 plates while riding a horse backwards and being blindfolded. With the right guidance and a touch of gentlemanly magic, it can be smooth, joyful, and unforgettable. Because while love is at the heart of the day, timing is what makes it sing. That's got to be worth checking out then, right? See you there.